Do you come here often? Hi, everyone. This is Amy from Lead at Any Level, and I am working through my workbook, Moving from Panic to Purpose Companion Workbook. This is a step-by-step guide to managing change in your career, but I've been using it to talk myself through the COVID-19 pandemic and how things are shaping up for me, my business, and my family during this time. Today, we are going through page 7, and it's called Do You Come Here Often? And there are a few questions. We're actually doing pages 7 and 8. There are a few questions here that I wanted to work through with you. The first is, have you been in a similar situation before? Now, if you're facing a work event like a layoff or something like that, you may have a much different answer to this question. I can honestly say I've never been in this position before. I've never been in a worldwide pandemic. Most of us haven't. I've never been a business owner with cash flow concerns for the foreseeable future. I've never been, stuck at home with 3 kids and a husband and a dog indefinitely. So I can honestly say no, I have never been in a similar situation before. Um, Although um, if I were to go back into my personal history to the thing that's probably the closest, it would be, how things felt probably around 9/11 in terms of fear and uncertainty in the world. And then the next question is, if yes, how did that situation turn out? And I'm going to skip that one for now because I don't think this is similar. Well, I'll go ahead and answer it. The way that turned out, I was actually, following 9/11, I was actually let go from a job because the economy was not doing so well. And the company that I worked for was actually investigated for securities fraud. And so that wasn't good. But I was able to get a different job, and trying to think if that was, yeah, I went to a better job after that. And my jobs kept getting better. So ultimately, it turned out fine, although at the time I was terrified. I was pregnant and laid off and had a hard time getting work. What factors led to that result? Well, a lot of factors led to that result, but ultimately I was able to make a good situation out of it because I was able to market myself effectively, and I was able to put together a plan for how I was going to get a new job. And then the next question is, what's different about you or your environment since then? Oh my gosh, so many things. So number one, I'm no longer pregnant. I'm a lot older, a lot more experienced, and a lot more confident in my skills and abilities. I know a lot better what I'm good at, what I want to do, how I want to do it. And I'm in a different position just in general, right, in my life where, just that many more trips around the sun, I can see a longer view of things and hope for the best. What's different about this environment is that it's probably going to be more widespread in terms of the economic impacts for a lot of people. And, uh, my work is different now than it was. So I'm not exactly sure how my work will change. I'm sure it will. I just don't know how. And then the next question is, if no, who in your personal or professional network has overcome a similar challenge? How did they do it? Now, this is a really useful question for me right now because as a professional speaker, trainer, coach, and consultant, this is all new to me. But I know a lot of friends in my industry, in my new industry, that did go through 9/11, went through the 2008 recession, have been through some downturns in this industry before. And so I'm relying a lot on them to say, okay, here are some ways that we can pivot. Here are some things that we can do to be of value right now to our clients and our prospective clients so that we don't get lost in the shuffle of all of this chaos, and we can actually help more people and be um, more productive in our businesses, but also better servants in the community. So that's what's helping me today. So I'll read through those questions one more time. Number one, have you been in a similar situation before? Yes or no? Number two, how did that situation turn out? Number three, what factors led to that result? Number four, what's different about you or your environment since then? If no, Who in your personal or professional network has overcome a similar challenge? How did they do it? Good luck to you all in going through this, this portion of the workbook. Again, this is available on Amazon and also at shop.leadatanyllevel.com. It's available as both a paperback book, or if you don't want to wait for the paperback to be delivered, you can order it as a Kindle and just write in a notebook. And in the next section, we will talk about, in the next session, we'll talk about observing the responses of others. So stick with me, subscribe, and I will see you soon.